Show's live. Let's view this event, see what's happening. It probably created like a separate stream, knowing my luck. So I'm trying to use this free resource called Restream, which will let me simultaneously stream from LinkedIn, from Twitch, YouTube. But I seem to be terrible at this. So anyway, not live on YouTube. We should be live now, bro. Anyway, shout out to the Cyber Mentor who joined us on this chat right now, or who's given us a thumbs up or whatnot. Thank you for joining. So he could be the first one that we talk about, because what I wanted to do with this live stream is give you guys some valuable resources that you guys can utilize that are absolutely free. Like, I'll give a couple that aren't so free, but I think these resources are just so invaluable to share with you guys, so that you understand what you have available to you. And you may not be looking to go down the security track. You may not looking to be a hacker. You may not want to be an ethical hacker, whatever. But just, I think having a good understanding of some of these resources that you can utilize is important. So now that I know I got this live stream working, thank goodness, let's talk about the first resource. Since they've joined us in this live stream, got to give a huge shout out to this guy, the Cyber Mentor. So if you guys are unfamiliar with him, I strongly suggest you go and check him out. There's links for his channel in the description below. He puts out amazing content in relation to ethical hacking, cybersecurity, all free on his YouTube channel. But he also created a course that you guys can find out on Udemy. I'm sure that we could probably find a link to this, or he could throw that link in the chat below. His course on Udemy, I purchased it. He didn't give me any like free coupon or free access to his course. I think it's very important that I make note of that to you guys, because I spent my own money to sign up for his course, because I saw how valuable it was. It's one of the top rated courses on Udemy right now, and it has been for quite some time, and he could probably shed some light on this. And I know he just did a giveaway for his course a couple days ago or last week or something, and I think he said he gave away over $1 million worth of memberships to this course. But I'm telling you guys, it's probably one of the best I've seen. I was actually going through it last night at like midnight, because I kind of wanted to start getting through it and understanding what he has to offer over there, and what things I can learn. And the first part of this was going over Linux commands and things like that. He's a very good teacher. My mic sensitivity is a bit low. All right, I'm sorry. Let me try to adjust this for you all. But anyway, first resource, the Cyber Mentor. Go check him out. I'm using a completely different microphone too, so that probably doesn't help. If I probably turn it up this high, you probably are going to hear like a lot of background noise. So if you hear that, just let me know. It's probably too loud now, so I'm sorry. Anyway, Cyber Mentor, best resource I could tell you guys about. The next person I want to talk to you guys about is Hackersploit. We've had him on this channel. We've had the Hackersploit and the Cyber Mentor on the channel. We did interviews and talked to these guys. But again, another valuable resource for free material. And you guys can see he's got hundreds, if not thousands, of videos at this point. And he talks a lot about pen testing, ethical hacking. Here's Docker for pen testing. That's awesome. But again, another great valuable resource. Free resource, by the way. Free dollars. Very important that I mention this. Free dollars. Yeah, louder but background noise. Yeah, I figured you'd probably have a lot of background noise. I also got music playing in the background too, so YouTube's probably going to throw a copyright claim my way. Like, Zach, you can't stream music while you're streaming, bro, because we'll demonetize you and give all your money to these artists, which I guess that's fine. Anyway, Hackersploit, another great resource. You guys can see he's got tons of videos. It doesn't show how many. So anyway, tons of videos there. Another great resource, Over the Wire. Another great free resource that you guys can use. They have all these different war games, kind of as I like to call them over here, that you can choose between. And you start off at level 0, and they kind of walk you through what you need to do. The goal of this level is for you to log into the game using SSH. The host to which you need to connect to is this URL right there on port 2220. Your username is bandit0 and the password is bandit0. Once logged in, go to level 1. So all you guys have to do, open up SSH terminal and follow along. But the point of this is taking you through step by step, helping you understand different commands, helping you navigate through different file systems and things like that. So it's free to use. You guys can see here there's lots of different levels that you go through. Let's see here. Level 19 to level 20, gain access to the next level. You should use this set UID binary in the home directory. Execute it without arguments to find out how to use it. The password for the level can be found in the usual place, etc bandit pass, after you have used the set UID binary. So that's just an example of a further level in Over the Wire. There's also Under the Wire, PowerShell training for the people. I have not used this one yet. I know people have talked about it to me before in the past. I have used Over the Wire a few times, but Under the Wire, as far as I know, is a great resource. So you can check that out as well. Another, again, great free resource. We like free. And then, of course, one of the biggest ones out there, I feel like, is Hack the Box. If you haven't heard of Hack the Box, I strongly suggest you guys check out the link in the description below. They offer some really awesome pen testing labs for individuals. It's free dollars to use, or you can sign up for their VIP program and get access to retired machines and retired machine walkthroughs. Limited users per server, so you're not limited in case you're trying to get into a server, and a lot of people are trying to do the same thing as you. If you pay, $10 a month, you get access to that without being restricted and everything like that. But again, Hack the Box is another one of these good resources that you guys can utilize to start learning about hacking, to start learning about pen testing or ethical hacking. Great resources that I think I've provided for you guys. I know, like I said, the Cyber Mentor has joined us. If you guys have questions for him, I would strongly suggest reaching out to him or joining his Discord. Actually, probably might be the best bet for you guys. He could probably say the same thing there. But a couple other resources that I wanted to talk about. One of them not being free. It's not free dollars, but it's something different. I've talked about it before. It's called Night Team 4. It is a gamified kind of hacking simulation game. It's really cool. If you guys have seen videos where I've talked about it before, or you've seen videos where I talked about Circadence, what is there, Project Ares. Project Ares is ridiculously expensive, like super duper expensive. Nobody could afford it unless you're like making $1 million a year. This gamified cybersecurity training platform will cost you $34.99 one-time fee, but it is really cool. Just to offer you kind of like a gamified way to learn. So you go through their tutorials. You get points and you get rewards, your medals and all that fun stuff. So it's just a way to kind of make your learning process, a little bit more enjoyable. So you guys can check that out. Links in the description for that also. Another person I want to talk about is not cybersecurity related. However, I've talked to this guy numerous times. He has been a fan of my channel, and I've been a fan of his since I first started on YouTube. So he's been around for a long time. But he provides a lot of great resources for sysadmin types of videos and content. And I think that's very important that you guys learn and understand as well, especially if you're looking to get into any type of hacking, quote-unquote hacking role. Having some good fundamental knowledge. Here's one, NTFS versus share permissions. So even understanding how share permissions work, right? Like that's a valuable skill set. Skill set's probably not the right word for that, but that's some valuable knowledge that you should know about when you're looking to become an ethical hacker doing some pen testing. So IT Taster, great resource just for learning sysadmin type of stuff. Simply Learn, they've sponsored one of my videos before. They're not sponsoring this video, but they just have a lot of really good content over there that kind of just walks you through different areas within IT. So this one, basics of machine learning, what is data science, what is big data, what is artificial intelligence. So a lot of great videos, and a lot of them are really long, but they kind of walk you through helping you understand different areas within technology, like I said. So that's a free resource that you guys can use as well. I think all the resources that I talked about, highly recommended. They do a great job. But if anybody out there has resources that you want me to talk about or that you think people should know about, go ahead, throw them in the chat. And we'll see if I can. I might have to approve it or something silly, but we'll get it approved. Let me pop out this chat here so I can make sure I'm responding to you all. What's the Cyber Mentor Discord? I'll pull it up. I'll see if I can find it here right quick. Cyber Mentor. It's probably, if you guys go to his webpage, thecybermentor.com. Yeah, there's a link for it right there. Copy link address. Throw this bad boy in the chat here. Cyber Mentor Discord. There you guys go. His Discord server is like popping non-stop. What's going on, JA? Thank you for being a member. I do appreciate that. Purev, how do you actually apply what you learn? I keep finding yourself just binge watching random content related to what I want to learn. So instead of just watching the content, follow along with it. So there's so many great resources out there, again, that are free that you can utilize to follow along with what everybody's doing. You guys can download VirtualBox for free, absolutely free, and you can then install something like Kali Linux or Parrot OS or any version of Linux or any version of Microsoft Windows for that matter, and you've now created a virtual machine on your computer. With that virtual machine, you can start learning how to do some of these different things that are discussed in many of these tutorials. So even like with the Cyber Mentor, for instance, you guys can, spin up a VirtualBox, spin up like a Kali Linux VirtualBox or Kali Linux virtual machine in VirtualBox, and follow along with some of the things that he's doing. And I cannot express to you guys enough how incredibly easy it is to spin up VirtualBox, to spin up Kali Linux in VirtualBox. Really, really easy. What's going on one night? I'm doing all right. How are you doing? What's my Discord group? Maybe one of the people that's in the chat that help out with that can throw the link for it. I never have a link readily available for the Discord because I slack so hard. IT Security Labs, he's usually in the chat. He has great security content. Let's pull him up. Because, yes, you are right. I don't know how I missed that, dude. I was just trying to pull together as much content as I could. IT Security Labs. He is always here. How am I not subscribed to his channel either? Let's pull this up, yo. IT Security Labs. We're going to subscribe to his channel. Oh, look, he has hack the box walkthroughs and things like that. That's awesome. I didn't realize he had this much content. How did I miss this dude? What's up? He's always here in this chat. So there's another great resource for you guys. I haven't checked out his videos, but if Kev Runs on Duncan is recommending him, I strongly suggest you guys go and check him out as well. And Kev Runs on Duncan always coming through on the Discord link. Purev, thank you for answering. I liked your VM video. Can we expect more like that? Maybe an update to your Homeland video, but focused on security. Yeah. So right now, the plan is I'm actually gonna kind of really revamp the Curious IT channel. If you guys don't know what that is, we'll pull it up for y'all. Pull it up for y'all right quick. If you guys like heavy metal, this new Lamb of God song, I love it. Just saying. Curious IT. So this channel I'm going to revamp to really kind of talk more about just understanding basics of technologies. So one of the videos that I want to do is what's a server? Let's talk to you guys not some of you guys this is just going to be completely like beyond you, but we're going to talk about what a server is, what the purpose of a server is, what a server looks like, and why they exist, how you can utilize them, that type of thing. We'll talk about what is Active Directory, how can you learn Active Directory, what's the purpose of it. Then we'll talk about other things just related down those lines, just kind of breaking down some of the fundamentals of different technologies that are important to know if you want to work in IT. Other thing that we're doing is with the Learn Cybersecurity channel. We'll pull up, oh my gosh, I got so many things going on, yo. Now, I'm not an expert in cybersecurity by any means. I have my Security Plus. That's it. I've never worked officially a security role. I handled our end user training for. I can't even think of like how I want to word that, but I handled all of our end user training. I handled emails. I handled KnowBe4 basically was the program or application, whatever that we were using, to send out phishing emails, to test our users and things like that. I handled all of that. And then I handled our mobile device management, which kind of security related because that's how I handled that position and making sure that everything was secure as much as possible. Anyway, Learn Cybersecurity channel is all about like me learning what I need to know about cybersecurity. So I'm going to have some new videos coming out there soon, but it's a while. It's not a while, but I got a lot of stuff going on. Hey, yo, you're promoting this Hack the Box, but you can't provide me the invite code that people need to sign up. So if you look at Hack the Box, there's something that you have to do for Hack the Box. Here we go. So invite challenge. Feel free to hack your way in. Feel free to hack your way in. Here's the thing. Like, Hack the Box does something really cool here in their invite code. You can find their invite code by literally, not so literally, but hacking their box. Like, it's not necessarily their box. It's more or less hacking their webpage. Not even hacking it. It's just viewing some source and blah, blah, blah. What I would suggest that you do, like any good hacker or any good IT professional would, is to Google how you get the invite code. Like you have to do that. And I think the Cyber Mentor just put out a video the other day. Where is it at? Because I was laughing. The Cyber Mentor, the best resource for your IT career. This is literally the best video. Let me play past this ad. Literally the best possible video that he could have put out because it's 100% accurate. Everything about this video is accurate. The best resource for your IT career, we can just skip ahead. There it is. The best resource for your IT career. Google. Yes, that's true. It is the only resource for your, no, it's not the only resource. It is the best resource. So, Google, how do I get into Hack the Box? Like that's it. Like, just Google that, yo. How do I get an invite code for Hack the Box? And somebody has probably provided a step-by-step tutorial on what you actually need to do to get your invite code. So do that. That's like the number one rule of everything IT. Google it. So, and that's something like you should know too. Like if you're working on it with a team, right? Before you even reach out to your team to ask for help, sometimes it probably would benefit you to Google whatever's happening first so that you could at least try to fix it through that Google result that you found, or at least provide more information to your team. Like, hey, guys, I'm running across this issue right now. I'm not sure how to fix it. I've Googled it, and I can't really find the answer. Because the last thing that you want to do is when you're working in a team and you're trying to troubleshoot something, you don't know what to do, so you're confused, you just immediately go to that next person above you or one of your team members and say, hey man or girl, I can't fix this issue. I don't know what to do. And like I know in my past I would always be like, well, did you Google it? And if they didn't Google it, like that tells me immediately right then and there, like typically they're lazy or they just want somebody to hold their hand. But honestly, like you teach a person to fish, right? That's what's up. Miles Raygon, thank you for joining the help desk as a member. I really do appreciate that, boss. That's awesome. Thoughts on the Google IT certification course on Coursera? Well, I put a video on that. I don't think it's the best certification by any means, but it's there. It exists. And I don't know, ever since I made the video talking about that certification, I've just heard more and more and more about that. Chris Howitt, thank you for joining the live stream. I see that you talked about Springboard. Springboard actually wants to sponsor one of my videos, so I need to do my research on Springboard and see if what they're all about. But you say great stuff from Springboard, so if you're saying that it's great stuff, I could probably take that at face value that they're all right, because I trust your judgment. Is Bing considered blasphemous? I've never used the Bing. No, I wouldn't say it's considered blasphemous. I would say nowadays, like if you say, hey, do a Google search, it's like just do a search on the internet. Like use DuckDuckGo, use Bing, use Yahoo. I don't care what you use. Like use all of them at the same time. Maybe you'll more than likely get different results, and you might find better results using Bing, for instance. Like you never know. Try everything. I recommend CEH certification as a computer information systems student? I think if there are any cybersecurity professionals in this chat right now, they're going to tell you don't go for the CEH. Nigel, thank you for the $5 super chat, bro. I appreciate that. Love your buddy. Thanks for all your help. You've helped me a lot. I'm glad that I've been able to help whoever. That's what this is all about. It's just helping people. Give you guys the resources, give you guys answers to questions that you might have. If I don't have the answers, we have lots of other IT professionals in our network that can help answer your questions. Miles Reagan, how you recently got retrenched from your workplace. You now decided to change career paths and you're going for the CompTIA A+ exams just as an introduction to IT. I think that's a great start. At least going over the CompTIA A+ stuff is a great idea just to have some fundamental knowledge. So there you go. This sounds good, bro. Pure F, thanks, Zach. Really enjoy your content. Good to know. There will be more content on the Learn Cybersecurity channel. Do I use a password manager? Why do you want to know if I use a password manager? Do you want me to tell you which password manager I use so you can try to hack it? Is that why you're asking? I wouldn't tell you if I did. How about that? Why not CEH? So a lot of the cybersecurity professionals they look the other way at the CEH. They don't like it. They think it's just not as good as the OSCP. The OSCP is just like the end all be all of ethical hacking certifications. So there's that. And I'm not saying that it's terrible or bad. I'm just saying that there's a lot of people who just look down on that. Chili Cap. Hey, Zach, do you have a USB with all your programs? If so, can you share what they are? I haven't used a USB for that type of thing in years. But I'm sure, if you want to be say you want to be a pen tester, right? Like most everything is built into something like Kali Linux. Otherwise, you could create another USB, or you could just create a custom image of Kali with everything that you want on there and have that readily available to you at all times. But I don't have anything right now that I'm using, at all. You need my help with your resume. How do I reach you? I'm not really doing a lot of the resume stuff anymore, or at least right now. I don't have the time. I literally have no time. I just had to I had to finagle so many things right now just to be able to do this live stream. Just with all the kids being home and around and everything. It's not easy. I have too many kids. What programming language do I know? I wouldn't say I know a programming language. I don't know JavaScript or Java or any of that. I know some Python. I know PowerShell. HTML, CSS, I guess PHP would be a programming language. So yeah, I know some PHP. Yeah, there's that. The pop-out chat doesn't seem to be updating on stream. Is it just you? I don't know. Oh yeah, I guess it doesn't. It looks like it's. It looks like we broke the live stream chat thing. We'll see if somebody posts a new message if it updates. Oh, it looks like it's broken, y'all. Let's do this. There we go. Hey, yo, I fixed it. Kind of. Fixed it. A little bit. A little bit. Just a little bit. Let's do it this way. Oh, nailed it. All right. James Shackelford, what's up, bro? It's been a long time since I've seen you in the chat. I hope you are doing well. He says BugCrowd is a good site to know how pen testers teach and share security issues. It also has jobs and tutorials. Yeah, BugCrowd, great resource also. Somebody also brought up Nullbyte earlier. And yeah, they're a good resource as well. Just Nullbyte on the YouTube. You can pull them up. Nullbytes. Show you all them right quick. Nullbyte. These guys right here. I met these guys, I think, when I was at RSA last year. The guys who put on this channel. Good bunch of guys. And they're always putting out content on different stuff. Here's Bypass VPNs to track with Gamified. Raspberry Pi 3 ethical hacking kit. Ooh, look at that. So yeah, another great resource. Do I know SQL? I do know SQL. I wouldn't say I'm a pro with SQL. I mainly did all of my work in SQL with MySQL. And that's just because of utilizing PHP and websites and all that fun stuff. Anyway. It's been broken since Jaden Animations had a stream with 170K. What's been broken? What, the restream chat or something? Miles, is the Net Plus necessary? Can you skip that and go for the Linux and Azure certifications? You're from South Africa and the IT job market's huge, but no structure. Yeah, I mean, you don't need to take the N Plus. I would suggest the only thing is to have a basic understanding of networking. So have an understanding what the OSI model is and how that OSI model works. Subnetting and things like that is great knowledge to have. Even just configuring a switch, like right off the bat, as soon as you plug it in, like being able to configure that somewhat, just good information to have. Setting up a VLAN. It's all really basic stuff that I'm talking about doing and learning, but having that information, I think, is invaluable. By no means am I telling you need to go get a Network Plus, because I generally don't tell anybody to get the Network Plus, because it's kind of a waste when you could just go and take something like the CCNA, which is infinitely more valuable than the Network Plus. So there's that. Somebody is... you only know basic commands for SQL. Yeah, that's about all I know. Vijay, I'm terrible at names. I apologize. You're new to IT. Will soon be completing your associate's degree in IT. You've been studying for the CompTIA A+. After completing that, would I recommend the Security Plus or Network Plus next? I think I kind of answered that a little bit with the Network Plus. Security Plus is fine. But to be quite honest with you guys, like, you're not going to hear a lot of talk from me moving forward about anything CompTIA related. So don't expect much from me in regards to CompTIA at all, like, period. 'Cause, yeah, there's many reasons for that. But yeah, forget about CompTIA. I'll put out videos on what's better than CompTIA certifications. Live Overflow is a great channel. Hack5 is a good channel to follow also. Thank you for those resources. I appreciate that. I should probably put those in in the description for this video. But like my computer is like chugging right now. I'd set up this old, dusty butt computer to do live streaming because I'm out in my garage right now. Let me pull up. This computer seriously is terrible. It's an AMD FX 6300 6-core processor. It's slower than crap. I got 20 gigs of RAM, I guess, but the processor ain't cutting it, y'all. Wasn't I sponsored by them? I was sponsored by them at one point. It's safe to say that I will no longer ever take a sponsorship from CompTIA. Like, they will never sponsor one of my videos ever again. And that's okay. Chili Cap. If I did YouTube full-time with billions, what would I do? I mean, I do YouTube full-time right now. But if you're saying, like, if I had billions of dollars, what would I do? If I had billions of dollars or billions of... I guess, is it billions of dollars or billions of followers? What's your question? If I had billions of dollars and I was doing YouTube, like, I'd be providing, like, the very best resources that I can to train people to be prepared to work in IT. And I think there's so many... I think there's so much that like all these other training providers are missing out on when trying to train people to be prepared for IT. And I think that, yeah, so I would spend all of my time doing that, is like getting people actually prepared for an IT job. But also, like, if I had these like billions of dollars, I'd be spending the time like getting people job ready and placing them. But it also would be like working with companies to say, hey, I've taken, Chili Cap here. I've brought him through our training program, and now he's job ready. Like, he is ready to step foot into a help desk position. He knows what's going on. Like, he knows many of the fundamentals to troubleshooting things in any type of entry level job position, right? So it'd be like placing people. It'd be like career coaching. It'd be like all this resume help and fun stuff like that. But yeah, if I had billions of dollars, things would be obviously completely different. I'd still, like, if I was a billionaire, I'd still be doing this because I enjoy helping people. I love helping people. Yeah. Anyway, sorry. You'd like to, let's see. Sad to hear you had issues with CompTIA the other day video where you guessed it on their channel cam when you watched it. It was really cool. They gave you the chance. Yeah, no, like, CompTIA's whatever, man. Like, I have a lot of things that I could say about CompTIA, but I won't. I'll be nice. I'll keep my mouth shut. It's safe to say, like I said, no more of the CompTIAs. Is IT management a viable degree versus an associate's in IT? It doesn't matter what degree you get, just get a degree. How about that? Hey, Zach, are there any cert pathways that are geared towards healthcare IT? Actually, as much as I hate to bring up CompTIA, they do have, I'm such a jerk. They do have actually a good resource. I can't think of what it's called. It's a PDF of like their certification track or something. I would check that out. I'd check that out. Security Weekly is definitely a good channel to know with what's going on. They don't like so much as provide the training, but they are talking about current events and things that are happening, which I think is valuable too. So that's a good resource also. Thank you. Why don't I like CompTIA, and you must elaborate on CompTIA beef, please? I'm sure I will elaborate on CompTIA beef at some point. We'll talk about it, but again, safe to say, we won't be talking about CompTIA in any matter. There's so many better certifications out there than CompTIA certifications. That's all I'll say. We're done with that. What's up, Job Skill Share? How you doing, boss? Canch92, you got a lot of hate on your cleaning IT equipment video. You personally found it funny. I'm glad that you found it funny because a lot of people, were just like completely thrown off. Like, Zach, what the hell are you doing? Like, somebody's actually going to do this. And if somebody actually does that, like, I'm sorry, I'd probably laugh. But I thought it was freaking hilarious. Sorry. They got rid of the roadmap. It's an interactive site now. That's interesting. That's also annoying. I think I have that. I think I've downloaded that PDF though, so I could probably share it at some point. Can be done without billions. It absolutely can be done without billions, and I'm trying to do that right now. Darknet Diaries podcast, very interesting stories from ex-hackers and talks about various security trends, well narrated. Yeah, Darknet Diaries, they've been around for a while. Good resource just to understand what's happening in the security world. So definitely check that out. Chili Cap, Zach, thank you, bro. That would be a dream, and I wouldn't let you down. It's awesome, bro. Okay, instead of getting the A plus certificate, what certification would I say you should take first? I would say any Microsoft certification. You're going to get looked at really hard when you have a Microsoft certification. Hands down, all day, every day. No, so my beef with CompTIA, I had a lot of beef with CompTIA with their right to repair. I was very upset about that, but that's not what I'm beefing about. CompTIA has a massive governmental lobby arm that tends to work against independent people in IT. Yep, that's true. That's true. CompTIA was definitely very lucky in the aspect that they have their certifications as part of the government requirements. So there's that. It's like the only time I think I'll ever recommend CompTIA to somebody is if they have to get their certification because of a job. So there's that. Yeah. Anyway. I forgot about eLearn Security, man. I've heard a lot about eLearn Security. I wonder if the Cyber Mentor is still in this chat. Heath, are you there, bro? Are you there? Ubuntu or Red Hat for beginners? I don't care either way, honestly. Like, pick up a Linux distribution and run with it. They're all relatively very similar to one another, so you could just pick anything you'd like and just start learning about it. And then once you start learning about the fundamentals of Linux, then you can start to learn about what's the difference within each Linux distribution. What's the purpose of them, what they do. So there's that. Put on my tinfoil hat. I'll put on my tinfoil hat all day long. All day long. What's an alternative to Security Plus for defensive security roles? As far as defensive goes, I mean, I probably have to look a little bit further and see, because I mean, there's the MTA security. I think is there MCS? I mean, they're going away, but still. Am I still looking for an IT job or sticking to YouTube? I mean, honestly, like if there's an IT job that came up and that was close to me, like I would probably take it, simply because like I'm so extremely bored and tired of doing this every day, and it's so very lonely. It's so lonely. Honestly, I just want to be with people again. I mean, I can keep doing this, but like I know for like my sanity, it's probably best that I don't keep doing this. Or if I keep doing this, like I probably need to like get a team around me and start working with people like directly in person. Because honestly, like the hardest part of working from home is keeping yourself sane. Like it's so difficult. And for a lot of people, like everybody's working from home now, and there's a lot of people who are just loving it, who are just like eating it up like bread and butter, right? Like this is the greatest thing since sliced bread. It was definitely the greatest thing since sliced bread when I started doing it, but now like 2 years later, after doing this every day, like I'm just bored and lonely, and I miss people. I want to be working with people directly. Other than that, yeah. That's all. That's what's up. Canch22, you got your first real IT job 6 months ago. IT help desk analyst qualifications already got 6 years prior. Had a hard time getting your first IT job, which was obviously expired. Nobody even questioned. That's awesome that you at least got started. So go for it. Why not go back to the hospital IT job? So James, I actually just sent out an email to that hospital job today, because they had an open position for like the last 6 months, and they won't hire me back. I know when I left that hospital job, I was eligible for rehire, and I don't know what happened, and they won't answer me. So I sent off a pretty choice email today, like calling them out, kind of like, and I was just being a total dick too. But I don't even care because they won't respond back to me, and I think that's kind of it's not professional, especially when my wife works there. And like, we live in a town of 15,000 people, right? Like 15,000 people. There's a hospital here. Everybody at this hospital loved me. Like every single person that you could talk to there loved me. Like they always wanted me to do their work for them. There's just a lot. Whatever. I don't know what happened, but they won't hire me back. So, whatever. Deuces. Angel, I appreciate you. I'm glad that you appreciate everything that I do, but I appreciate you guys. So, what up? Have I heard of the High Elves? Who's the High Elves? You talking about like Lord of the Rings or something? I mean, could be talking about Lord of the Rings. I don't know. The High Elves. Azure security certification. Anything Azure related is the hot stuff right now. Kev runs on Duncan. Let them keep working from home for 3 more months. Then they'll know the truth. For sure. For sure. Couldn't I give them a call? So, I mean, they don't answer my phone calls. So, I mean, they don't want me back for whatever reason. Like I said, I don't know what reason that is. And I'm good friends with every single person on that team. So, like, the sysadmins and stuff that work there, like, I talk to them, you know, once a week maybe, even now to this day. They don't know why they won't hire me back. So it's just like this big question mark. Big question mark. They probably talk smack, and if they hired you back, they would have to eat their words. Yeah, it could be. At this point, like at the point where I was just at before I sent off this email today, like if I were to be hired back, I'd probably have a target on my back anyway. And I really don't want to work somewhere where they don't want me there anyway, right? Like, what's the point? But I really pushed hard because, like, I enjoyed working there. I loved the people that I worked with there. And, like I said, I met my wife there. Like, the mother of my children, I met working at this hospital, which was awesome. It's still awesome, right? Like, there's a lot of great memories with this hospital. And they, again, for whatever reason, like, F you, Zach. What's the first Microsoft certification you should get? I mean, probably an MTA. Any one of the MTAs would be perfectly fine. Hi, Zach. What other hobbies do you have other than IT? Oh, hang on. Let me answer that. I've never played Oblivion or Elder Scrolls or whatever. I could tell, like, the last game, well, I always play the Magic the Gathering or Magic the Gathering Arena. So that's what I play, like, a lot. So that's, like, my other hobby. Is Magic the Gathering. I was playing World of Warcraft Classic for a while because, you know, it's World of Warcraft. I love World of Warcraft, but I'm not a big gamer by any means. I finally downloaded or bought and downloaded like Grand Theft Auto 5 or whatever, even though that's like a few years old. I played it for like, I don't know, probably like 2 hours or something. I just drove around and killed people. So, yeah, I don't play that one anymore. Magic the Gathering Arena. And so that's a hobby, and then my other hobby would probably be my kids. I don't do much. I don't do much at all. When you met your wife, was she a user? So my wife is a provider there. She's what they call a physician assistant, which is essentially a doctor. Like, she's basically a doctor. She treats patients and all that fun stuff. Has her own patients and all that. But anyway, yeah. Job skill share. You need to start on gaming? No, you don't need to start on gaming. I think gaming's overrated, quite honestly. I think it's a great resource for people to use when they need to just kind of unwind and check out, and that's why I utilize it. But otherwise, like, gaming can just be terrible. I would much rather spend my time, and this is what I did last night, and I said, like, I was going through the Cyber Mentors course on Udemy. Like, I just got really, like, sick and fed up with what I was doing, because, like, I would spend like some of the free time, not all of the free time that I have, some of the free time that I had playing Magic the Gathering and like that's not a good use of my time, like at all. So that's why I was like, all right, I'm just gonna go back to the Cyber Mentor course, and go through it like whatever I can, whenever I can, because I need to feed myself more knowledge, more skills. But anyway, you don't know if someone asked already, but what kind of IT stuff do they have you do at the hospital? It sounds really cool overall. Maybe you could be at another hospital, my dude. I mean, the hospital IT environment is much like any other IT environment, honestly. The biggest pain is obviously working with some of the end users, because doctors, if you think doctors are bad, like the nurses are sometimes much worse. But it's fine. Like, it's all good. I mean, it's all, like I said, relatively the same. Except for when a server goes down that is directly related to patient care. Like, say you have like X-ray servers and things like that. If one of those goes down, or like say like a vital server, if like one of those goes down in the middle of the day, like that's a big deal. That's stressful. You occasionally, and very very rarely, there's a service, an IT service that affects patient health, and those are obviously the most critical times. But those are like some of the funnest times. Like chaos can be fun sometimes. Honestly, that's why I really love the hospital, because it was mostly like very chill, but there was some times where it was chaos, and I thrive during chaos. So it was what's up. Square Circle, welcome to the chat. First of all, there's a job for help desk. However, you're afraid to apply, even though I have a lot of customer service background. Do you think I think you should apply? Apply for everything. Customer service skills are so valuable. Would I say experience is still worth its weight in gold compared to people with qualifications with no experience? This still seems to be very much the case. Yeah, experience is so huge, man. Experience is king. Yeah, job skill. I mean, if you want to, man, take the time, play some games for a little bit. It's good to unwind every once in a while. Pure Ev, is the Cyber Mentors course practical, as in you can follow along to actually apply the learning, or does it depend on your own initiative? No offense meant, just curious. No, his course is very much practical, very much hands-on. You can follow along. In the beginning of the course, he walks you through like how to get virtual machines set up and stuff like that. So definitely a great resource. And I'm sure you could find a coupon to make his course even cheaper, and he'll probably be mad at me for saying that, maybe. I don't know. I was addicted to gaming for a long time too, from like 2005 to 2009. All I did was play World of Warcraft, I think. So long ago. Oh, so long ago. Do MRIs run on old Windows systems, or are they all running Windows 10? A lot of the MRI type of servers and stuff like that, or anything associated with a lot of the medical applications and servers and stuff like that, are all run on Microsoft Server operating systems. So like Microsoft Server 2008, 2012, 2016, they're all running on server version operating systems. How to thrive during chaos. You panic easily when you were in desktop support. Many users came at once. You just shut down and couldn't handle it. Thriving in chaos is something that you learn over time, honestly. It takes time to adapt to it. Because I hate to say like all the time you're going to run into chaos, but you come across it very, very often. And you have to learn to adapt to it. And the only way that you learn to adapt to it is by dealing with it. What advice do I have for a junior sysadmin who feels like their job duties are geared more towards help desk but want to advance to a more senior role? I would start trying to ask your supervisors for more responsibilities. Am I in the National Cyber League? I am not in the National Cyber League, but I'm friends with a lot of people who are, and some of the people who actually run the NCL. That's like another great resource. I forgot about that. I think that's only for people who are in college, though, as far as I know. Eric Kim, hello. You're a big fan of mine and you need some advice. Well, that's what we're here for. You're a tier 2 IT person who wants to be a developer, even educating yourself through online, but you're afraid to apply to jobs due to lack of experience. Any advice would be appreciated. So you're working as a tier 2 IT person, but you want to be a developer, which is like two obviously different things, right? Like working in IT and becoming a developer, two different areas. So the best thing that you could do is get a GitHub, build a website, document everything that you do development-wise, and have those resources available for people to see, so that way you can kind of prove that you know what you're talking about. Ewan Liu, how do you stay motivated? Because of coronavirus, you have to stay home all day. It's making you feel depressed and defeated, and you find it hard to keep learning. Yeah, I mean, I was even unmotivated before all this stuff happened. So it's hard, man. It's definitely hard. It's one of the most difficult things when you're working from home is to stay motivated. And I think like the best way maybe that you can overcome that is to set goals for yourself, but don't set high goals. Like don't set these huge astronomical goals, right? Like set small goals for yourself. Like today I'm going to wake up and take a shower. That's a goal, right? Honestly, I'm being 100% serious. Today I'm going to wake up and I'm going to study for 15 minutes. It's 15 minutes, right? It's a goal. It's really easy to achieve small goals. And as you do that for a week or two, then you can start to apply bigger goals and larger goals. But it's really important that you set small goals for yourself, especially during these times, so that you can feel like you're accomplishing something. And even though like they're small goals and they're not exactly maybe what you want it to be, it's that feeling that you get from completing one of these goals. So that'd be my best bet. Like that's how you keep yourself motivated. Just knock small things out here and there. Ice Jet, hey, right now you're working at Geek Squad and wanting to get more into the IT field. Is there a video list or place I should go to learn more? IT Career Questions YouTube channel. I think that guy puts out really good videos about like how you get in the IT field. I strongly suggest that YouTube channel above all else, because I think that guy's got over like 800 and something videos where he talks about getting into IT. So you'll find your path from watching that IT Career Questions guy. He's kind of a loser, but he does all right. Daryl, what's going on, brother? Can you give me a better understanding of the MTA certs? There are a lot and have been studying for the A+, but thinking about switching. What exactly do you want to know about the MTA certs? They're all great and wonderful and amazing. Not really. I mean, kind of really, but yeah, what more specifically do you want to know, boss? Canch92, hey, Zach, you made the video a few months ago about drugs and IT. Do I blaze? Well, Illinois is a legal state. Illinois is legal to consume marijuana. Take with that what you will. Let's see. You're welcome for the reply. What should you learn during this quarantine for tech? Anything that you're interested in, quite honestly. But more specifically, if you want me to get more specific, I would learn anything security or cloud related, period, or a programming language. So there's that. Oh my gosh, this chat. I'm trying to keep up with the chat, yo. What's going on, Colin? How you doing? Can anyone tell you where you get some SSDs for cheap? I mean, I think all SSDs are ridiculously cheap right now. So, yeah, I don't know. Just grab any like 60 gig hard drive for testing. You're good to go. What kind of projects should you do for GitHub to attract employers, especially tech, not programming? So tech related, building your own home lab, setting up your own home network. Maybe you set up like Active Directory, or you set up like a domain controller, you set up Active Directory, you set up some group policies, document all of that. I think that'd be a really good start. Chimera, is that like for the band too? Because I like that band a lot. Going to go in and take an IT test for a job at university. They have CentOS. What would I suggest you study for this test? Just basic Linux fundamentals, ls, cd, cat, know what vim is. Crispy. Hey man, you have a question about getting your CCNA until your videos. You were unaware that you could get a job with a cert and no degree. Currently work from home doing freelance IT and make okay money. You have 0 certs and only experience with networking is having helped set up server stressors years ago, and of course general network maintenance. My question is, when you get your cert, what sorry, I obviously can't talk that much. What to do about jobs? As soon as you get a certification, even before you get the certification, start applying for everything. Everything. You can't afford your family's current lifestyle from help desk salary. However, your experience is in web development, not networking. Will certs and this limited experience get you a decent paying job? Not necessarily. Not necessarily. Chili Cap, why did you say damn, Zach? What did I do? What did I do? No, SSD prices are insane right now. Don't buy right now. Or you do not buy an SSD right now. How much are solid state drives? I haven't looked. Before they were like dirt ass cheap. SSD. I'm gonna Google this. Let's Google this together. I'm gonna Google this together, y'all. Here we go. SSD. We'll go to Newegg since it's right there. Let's see. Let's look at a 2.5 inch. Let's see. A 500 gig solid state drive for $70. I mean, that still sounds like a good deal. What's the problem with that? Okay, here's a 120 gig solid state drive for $26. I've never heard of Team Group, but I mean, for $26, 120 gig solid state drive, that seems all right. Look at this, $42.99 for a 240 gig solid state drive. What those prices are cheap. What are you talking about? Do I have any experience with virtual environment, Citrix based, for example? I don't have a lot of experience with Citrix, but plenty of experience with virtual environments for sure. What's the best way to document projects out of work so it looks good on interviews? Something like GitHub or your own website, YouTube channel. Document everything that you do. Share it. Sorry, bro. Do you have to pass all the MTAs before you take the MCSA? You don't have to pass any of the MTAs to get your MCSA. You can just go right to you can just go right to the MCSA. IT career questions. You called the guy lame. Who did I call lame? I called myself lame. Did I call somebody else lame and not realize it? I'm sorry. Christian, can you make big money in the tech field with no degree but only certs? Yes. Yes, you can. Pure Rev, is it bad that you've been working to achieve a few certifications for about a year now and haven't achieved any? Not sure if you're lazy or just thick. So, yes, that's bad because you just should focus on one certification. Don't focus on multiple certifications. Just focus on one and knock it out. Truth, I have never held a job before, built your own company, and now you're financially independent. Love IT and want to enter the market. Any advice how someone should go about it? I have hundreds of videos on how you can get started in IT. Like hundreds of thousands almost of videos about getting into IT. There's a lot of great ways to get started. Start off by going for a Microsoft certification because I like Microsoft and they're nice. How long have I been running my YouTube channel? Since September of 2014. Long time. Adrian, hey man, you're interested in changing your career and you're wondering, since technology is always changing, are your videos for starting out still valid? Yes. All of my videos are still valid for starting out. Oh, you want the... Yeah, my bad. Here you go. Pow! There's the live stream. Live chat, sorry. Live chat. Compared to the prior price before the C-word disease, they're insanely expensive. I don't even think... Like, these prices that I'm seeing now are probably what they were the last time I checked. Which, to me, that's not bad. But if they were cheaper than this, like, that's crazy. I should have stocked up before. Because I put solid-state drives in everything. Like, I honestly probably have, like, at least 15 solid-state drives that I'm using for different things. Like, every single computer probably has at least 3 solid-state drives in it, besides, like, the laptops. But, I mean, those have 1 solid-state drive in them. So YouTube is my full-time job. Not being rude, but I can't see how you could make a living off your videos alone. I mean, okay. YouTube pays me like a set, not a set amount, but they pay me like a decent amount of money every single month. But then I do things like sponsorships, and those pay a lot of money. And then I, sell like T-shirts and sell a bunch of random crap. But yeah, YouTube has been more than enough to keep me like whatever sustained for the last 2 years, just through the YouTube revenue, through sponsorships, affiliates, T-shirts, Amazon affiliates, like the bad thing is, like, since this pandemic has happened, I've lost over $1,000 a month. Like, so like, you guys can actually look and see how much money I make just from YouTube ad revenue through going through something like Social Blade, which provides a pretty good idea of what I make. Wait, I can show you this too, because again, it's readily available to you. Socialblade.com. Let's see. Wife caught cheating. That's a weird search result. Not something I'm interested in. There's the IT Career Questions YouTube channel. So you guys can use this site for free, Social Blade. So this estimated monthly earnings, like, that's actually wrong. Last month and the month of February, I made like $2,800 or something just from YouTube. So this is way off. But in the month of March, I made $1,000 less than I did in February. So this whole pandemic has not been good to me. It's not been good to me at all. So just the YouTube revenue, it's over like, it's around $2,000 a month just from that. Plus, then there's like IT Pro TV. Like, I'm an affiliate with IT Pro TV. I'm an affiliate with Pluralsight, affiliate with Amazon Associates. There's the T-shirts that I sell. There's the course that I built. So there's a lot of different resources that I use to help me make the monies, I guess. I don't make a crap ton of money by any means, but it's enough to survive, and I got 4 kids, so there's that. And yeah, I don't take offense to that, bro. You're all good. Professor Messer as a resource, Professor Messer is amazing. He's one of the best free resources, hands down. Sean Muniz, your videos are really good. You've really helped me a lot while studying for the A+. That's awesome, bro. I'm glad that I get help. That's the whole purpose of this channel. Whether I made like $10 or $10,000 a month, like, the whole purpose of the IT Career Questions channel is just to help people. I could care less about the money and everything else. Like, let me help you. Let me help you achieve success, because I'm fine with what I'm doing, right? Like, that's all good. That's all good. What happens when people use ad block? Well, I don't make money off of them when they use ad block, but that's okay. Yeah, not offended by your comment at all, bro. If you are clean, YouTube will pay nicely, but YouTubers like Psych, I don't know who that is, has 20 million videos, only made $1,000 from it, sadly. Yeah. I'm not, I forgot, I put the chat back, yo. I put the chat back. You guys are just on a delay. Yeah, so for whatever reason, I guess advertisers in the IT niche just aren't paying as much as they were previous to this pandemic, because like my views and stuff have stayed relatively the same, like relatively. So it's just like, I guess my CPM has gone down. So whatever, man, it's fine. Maybe we'll come back from this. You and Lou, in your opinion, how long should someone stay in the same position before shooting for the next higher position in the IT field, of course? Like, typically, like, a turnaround time in IT is between 2 and 4 years. You can usually comfortably say And between 2 and 4 years, if you haven't advanced in your position, you're going off and looking for a new position. And then you say, wait, what? I thought more people would watch YouTube during the pandemic, therefore more money. I thought so too, but apparently not for me. Not for me, at least. That's okay. Yeah, if I say the name of the virus, I can make no money. Yes, I have to be careful on what I say. Because if I even say the word, I'm sure just because I said I'm sure just saying pandemic will get this video demonetized. Like, that's how crazy it is. Wayman Johnson, just want to let you know you helped me snatch your first help desk gig. Keep up the good work, brother. You did all the hard work, so you keep up the hard work. Congratulations, and that's awesome, bro. Seriously, that's awesome. Do I have any tips on how to eat Cheetos or Doritos while also typing on the keyboard, asking for a friend? So what I like to do is just dump out all the Cheetos on the table, right? Just have them like just flat out on the table, or even like in a paper plate, and then I'll just eat it like a dog, right? Just I'm not like, no, I'm just kidding. I don't have any good advice for you for those. That's like that comment right there is exactly why I hate eating Cheetos or Doritos, because I can't stand that crap on my hands. It's like even if I'm like not using technology at all, like I just don't like having that crap on my hands. It's annoying. I've never done the stock market thing. Do I know a lot about networking? I mean, I know the fundamentals of networking, and that's all I'm interested in, quite honestly. How do I go about getting affiliates and sponsors? Do you just need more subscribers? Do you consider starting a CyberSec channel to show you're finding, learning, etc.? So all of the affiliates and sponsors that I have reached out to me directly. And that it wasn't until I had like 5,000 subscribers, I think, that's when I made like my first deal where I had my first sponsor. And then from there, it's just all these companies reach out to me, which I guess is nice, but I turn down companies like every single day. Not every single day. Every single week, I'm turning down a company because there's a lot of crap that I don't want to talk about. Like, as you know, I haven't done a video on like NordVPN or any other VPN service because it's not for me. That's not the kind of stuff I want to be talking to you guys about. Paul C. What do I think about Eli the computer guy? Eli the computer who? He's not Eli the computer guy anymore. He's like Eli the conspiracy guy and Eli the ranting guy and Eli the I don't even know what the hell he does anymore guy. Like, he's fine. He goes on his tirades like way too much. And I can't handle that. Like, I subscribed to Eli the computer guy because he was actually the computer guy. He's not Eli the computer guy anymore. So that's what I think about Eli. I like him, but I just don't like his content anymore. So there's that. Mr. Frankenstock, do you think it's ever too late to jump in the IT field? Absolutely not. Never too late. Excuse me, sorry. I worked with a guy for a school district who was like 65 years old, and that was his first IT job. He retired from ComEd, and he was bored, and he was interested in computers and things like that. He knew a little bit, right? Like he knew a lot of it. But yeah, he took a help desk position just because he was bored. He was like 65 years old. Really great guy, really smart guy. But yeah, it's never too old, man. You're never too old. Douglas Connell, what's up, Zach? Appreciate your work, man. Do I ever do any capture the flag or bug bounties? I don't personally, but I know like in our Discord, we have a group of people who do capture the flags. I'm very interested in doing some capture the flag, like tournaments and things like that. Tournament's probably not the right word, but whatever. I just don't have the time right now. So, yeah. Carmelo, hi from Europe. After CCNA, security or clouds, and stick with Cisco or both specializations, or what's my 2 cents? I think having, honestly, anything cloud or security related is what's recommended nowadays. So it's like you take your pick. What are you most interested in doing? Chili Cap, I hope Zach gets a Raid Shadow Legends sponsorship. They reached out to me. I declined. So I'm not doing a Raid Shadow Legends sponsorship. I said no thanks. So I don't even think I replied. I think I mentally said no thanks and moved about my day. Based on what I said about the CompTIA sponsorship ending, will I do a video on what to avoid when choosing sponsors or how to choose them smartly? I probably should do a video about that. I might. We'll see. What's a good career move? Just received CCNA and currently a knock tech. I mean, keep rocking it out as a knock tech, get that experience under your belt. Start trying to take on more responsibilities. That means like more responsibilities within that environment that you can put on your resume as like stuff that you've done, and then start applying for networking jobs. Christian, how do you get past the awkward experience question in an interview when you're full of passion and the will to learn? What's the awkward experience question? Like, why don't you have any experience or the lack thereof of your experience? I think you just basically answered your own question, though, because you said you're full of passion and the will to learn. And that is sometimes, like, that is the most important thing about hiring people for jobs sometimes. If you can express your passion for, learning things and understanding things and trying to better yourself and whatever, yeah, dude, explain that as much as you can. How long is a stream going for? Probably not much longer because I'm probably about to get yelled at pretty soon by the wife because we got all the kids and whatnot, Anthony, hello. You graduated college in November. You took time off till February for your son's first birthday. Do you think there will still be entry-level jobs waiting after the whole outbreak? Yes, I do, for sure. And if so, do you think it'll be easier to get a job after the whole outbreak for entry levels? I don't know if it'll be easier, but they'll be around. Do I think 38 is too old to go into cybersecurity? No, man. You can be whatever age. It don't matter. It don't matter. My mouse icon tricked you. I'm sorry. I forgot it captures the mouse. I think I could turn that off, though. Let's turn that off. No, maybe I can't turn that off. I thought it was something I could do to turn that off. My bad. Sorry. My mouse is going to screw with you guys now. Josh Fluke, yay or nay? I mean, he's fine. He's an alright guy. He's doing some different things than from like what I'm doing, and a lot of his content isn't specifically geared towards IT, but I mean, he's doing really well for himself, so I got to give it to him for what he's doing. What time is it over there? It is 4:36 in the PM, Central Standard Time, Chicago time. John Hammond and IPsec are also great resources to learn. Resources for learning, hack the box. Awesome. John Hammond, who does he work for? Doesn't he work for one of the companies? One of the bigger training companies? Or no? I don't know. There will be a high need for field techs and cloud admins. Seems like there's always going to be a need for cloud admins or cloud professionals and security professionals. What about Grant Collins? I like Grant Collins. He's a good kid, man. I like him a lot. Colin Kelly, I don't know who that is, or the PC Security Channel. Don't know who those are. What do I think about Tech Lead? Not familiar with them. So yeah. Can information systems degree holders get into cloud developer position with the right certs? Anybody can get into a cloud developer position with the right certs. Yeah. So there you go. Best resource for OSCP? Man, there's so many out there, honestly. I don't know who the best one would be because I don't have my OSCP, but there's tons of great resources out there from Cybrary, IT Pro TV, Pluralsight maybe. There's a lot. Josh usually can't answer questions like how to start IT career like help desk. Yeah, he's a developer. Like he just does programming and stuff like that. So I wouldn't expect him to answer questions about entering an IT career. I would expect him to answer questions about how to enter a developer career or whatever, how to become a programmer. Square Circle, you've taught me a lot. You're new to your channel. I'm glad that I can help. Oh, okay. What car do I have? I have a minivan, bro. I got 4 kids. I'm driving a minivan all day. And you know what? I don't care. I love it. It's comfy, it's huge, and it carries all of my children's. Here's a question. What is your biggest geographic for your channel? Country-wise, the United States. I think like 58% of my traffic comes from the United States. What did I do as a help desk? Daily task. It's been so long since I've worked help desk. I mean, I could generalize what help desk people do on a day-to-day basis. And the number one thing they do on a day-to-day basis is reset people's passwords. For sure. Resetting passwords. No, so help desk generally answering phones, answering tickets, trying to do a lot of like the level 1 type troubleshooting and stuff like that. Meaning like maybe there's a printer down. How do you fix the printer? You can restart it. You can reset the print queue. Really easy things to do. I don't know. I'd have to think about it more on everything that goes on because I'm not in that mindset right now. What are my thoughts on management and IT? I mean, management and IT is fine. What more do you want to know? How have I been doing? I've been doing all right. How about you? I feat you. Thanks for all the information. You are very welcome for all the information. I'm here to help. Job Skillshare nailed it. AD, Office 365, laptops, desktops, imaging, level 1 issues, ticketing, etc. Accurate. What about UK? Do I get many views from there or Europe? I think UK is the second biggest resource for me. I don't know. I'd have to check. Well, I encourage my kids to get into IT. If my kids want to work in IT, I will encourage them. But so far, I've not been one to push it on them. Like, if they want to do it, they can do it. If they don't want to do it, well, they don't have to do it. I try to occasionally, like, give them a little nudge. Like, hey, figure this out. Like, I really want it to get to a point because I'm like a total... I can't say the word that I want to say because I'll definitely get demonetized for it. But I'm kind of a jerk when it comes to our internet. And I am constantly turning off like the internet on devices. So I'll like constantly be blocking them on my router. And they get so mad. They get so mad when I do that. But when they don't listen, that's what I do. I just go in and turn it off. I'm hoping like as they get older and trying to like understand more of this stuff, like I'll tell them, look, like I'm going to tell you, like you can go out on the internet and you can learn how to hack my router and you can learn how to unblock your device. You should probably do that. And that's how I'm going to encourage them when that time comes. Like, oh, you want internet? Well, you learn how to hack my router and you can have all the internets you want. And really, it'd be so simple for them to hack it. Yeah, anyway, that's what I would like for them to do. Can I give resources to learn practical hacking, not only reading slides? I would say to check out the Cyber Mentor, hands down. Network engineer with CCNA average salary, it depends on where you're at in the world, man. It varies so much. David, you saw that I had the Security Plus certification. Did I get any other certifications? You saw you talking about Linux Essentials about a year ago. So I went through like the LPI Linux Essentials course on Linux Academy, and I passed like their exam there, and that was good enough for me. But I don't have any other certifications. I don't have anything lined up right now other than like trying to get the time to go through the Azure fundamentals. But with this whole pandemic happening and all my kids being at home, like it's so hard to do stuff, guys. So what made me want to get into IT? You remember your dad using MS-DOS back in the 90s and being fascinated by it. Yeah, computers have always been around in my family. I remember having like a really old Macintosh with like the 12-inch floppy disk that went in that thing. I'm playing some stupid game on there. And then like I remember like this old Toshiba, I think probably laptop that we had like way back in the early 90s. And then we had, like this Packard Bell and then like Gateway and Dells and like when I was growing up, right? So I've always been kind of interested in it, but it wasn't until like 1999 where like my interest like not peaked, but my interest like rose to a level where I was like, all right, I'm going to spend more time figuring this crap out. So it's like evolution. What certifications would I recommend for getting into IT management or starting a business? Well, those are like two different things. any type of project management certification would probably be a pretty good idea. And like starting a business, what kind of business? Cool tech punishments there. Blocking by MAC address, you assume? Yeah, pretty much. How will they learn without the internet? Yeah, I mean, they can go on mobile data or whatever. But they could also wait until they have internet access again and then like start researching. But my oldest is 12, so that's like right around the corner for her to start figuring out. Which actually one time she did. She logged into I don't know, one of my devices, and I think I had the password saved for the router. So for whatever reason, I don't know how she figured it out. She logged into it and then unblocked her device through that, which was pretty cool. You'd like to apologize when you said your previous video is unnecessary. Do I accept your apology? Yeah, man, that's all good. That video wasn't for everybody. That's all good. Do I speak with Network Chuck? I actually sent him like 2 text messages within like the last 3 weeks, and he hasn't responded back to me. So I guess I don't talk to Network Chuck anymore, or he doesn't talk to me. But I reached out to him. I told him that people want to see him on my channel again, and I don't know, he just ignored me. Probably because he has like 8 million subscribers now, and he's too good for us, and that's okay. That's all good, bros and girls. Can you stay in an IT management position without experience but have a project management cert? Anything is possible, but no, probably not. Best hack, tell mom. Yeah, that does not work. I am the ruler of the internet in my household. I rule all of the interwebs. David Pigman, you love my channel and you are awesome. No, you're awesome. Curious, you have a lot of subscribers. Now, is this how you make your living on YouTube? Yes, this is how I make my living. YouTube pays my bills. I'm very blessed to say that YouTube pays my bills. I never thought in a million years starting a YouTube channel would pay my bills, but here I am, 5 years later, almost 6 years later, working the internet, working my hustle. It might get to a point where I might have to like start like a OnlyFans page. If you guys are unfamiliar with OnlyFans, it's very not safe for work. So take with that what you will. It's a total joke, by the way. Daryl Rutledge. Sorry, bad with names. Thank you for the $5 super chat, bro. I appreciate it. I will keep it up. Does deleting System 32 improve your machine's performance? Bro, come on now. Parrot seems friendly. What you say? Well, parrots are typically friendly. So, yeah. I had Parrot OS running on one of my laptops, and then I don't know, one day I went to go turn it on, and it had been a while since I turned it on, and it was like, hey, you're operating, something was wrong with it, so I reinstalled it. But it was fine. LMAO OnlyFans. Yeah, that's right. I'm going to start at OnlyFans. You guys are going to see, you guys are going to see sides of the of Zach from IT Career Questions you never wanted to see before. Oh, that's so bad. So bad. You got to get a Run CMD shirt, bro. Get a Run CMD shirt. Do it up. If I had a coupon, I would give it to you, but I don't have any coops. How would one create a business in IT? Have you ever considered it for myself? I mean, you can create a business right now in IT and service residential customers, but I would never recommend that because residential customers suck. But if you really want to start a good IT business, you're going to want to service businesses, like small businesses, and you really have to have a lot of experience before you do that successfully and very, very, very well. Any experience with Mac OS? Yeah, I have the Mac OS. Man, just do something instead of looking for the best or better thing. What are you talking about, bro? What are you talking about? Kev runs on Duncan's? On the X, is X better? What question was that? Is what better? I don't know what's better. King, you will need connections if you're providing services. If you're into teaching, you'll need people to follow you. Yeah. There's a lot that goes into running a successful IT business, but I could tell you, like, if you're starting an IT business to help, like, service others, Like you have to have a lot of experience because there's so many things that you're going to run across that you've never seen before. So getting a lot of experience under your belt is going to be so extremely beneficial for you. Windows versus Mac, what would I pick? I don't know. I like them both. I really do. I really, yeah. I like them both. I don't think I could. I mean, probably just Windows because it's familiar and everything runs on Windows. So, yeah. Do I prefer AMD or Intel? The only Intel processor that I have is running on my MacBook. If that tells you anything. Hey, do I still feel the CCNA is not entry level because you totally agree? Yeah, I totally agree with that. I don't think the CCNA is entry level. It's not entry level. CCNA is not an entry level IT job. Sorry. If you thought that, I'm sorry. What happens if you get fired from a job? How do you bounce back? I mean, you just keep pushing forward. I got fired from a job, and it never stopped me. Mac is more user-friendly and reliable, and Windows does have its problems. I don't know if Mac is more user-friendly and reliable, but maybe. I don't know. Mac has its purpose, man. That's all I can really say. I really do like the MacBooks though. Like I love like their keypad, their trackpad. The trackpad is like the coolest thing ever. And like holding a MacBook compared to holding like almost any other laptop, like a MacBook just feels like it feels solid. It feels good in your hands. And any other laptop that I've ever touched just feels like a piece of crap. Like just feels like garbage compared to the way a MacBook feels. But anyway. I don't know. But back to the firing thing. I got fired from a job. Never held me back. I mean, people ask about it all the time, and I explain, like, I got fired because my dad died, and I stopped going to work because my dad was dead, and I didn't want to work. Like, then they're like, oh, well, I'm sorry for your loss. I'm like, yeah, I'm sorry for my loss too, but here I am moving forward. So I guess I have a different excuse for getting fired than most people, but, you know, I think at least being able to explain somewhat what happened and what you're doing to move forward, that's always what's up. What's my browser of choice? I'm not going to answer that question. For reasons. No, I like Google Chrome. Google Chrome is more than suitable for me. Even though it's like a resource hog, it still does fine for me. Oh, it's storming here apparently. I didn't know that it was supposed to storm. So if I lose the connection here, power goes out. You know why? It just thundered really loud here. Let's see. Checking my radar right now. Let's see where the storm is. Oh, it's close. It's getting close, that's for sure. Thank you, Pirev. I appreciate that. It's been like 9 years though. No, not 9. 7 years now. I got ahead of myself there. David Pigman, I remember you turned down a job offer a while ago from Google for sales position. Do I still have big names like, yeah, I still have like these random big companies contacting me, and it's just not for me. Both pros and cons. You've never owned a Mac, but since you work in IT, you've worked on them, and once you know how to navigate, they are nice. For sure. For sure. What do I recommend as a first cert? A cybersecurity cert or AWS solutions architect? I mean, I wouldn't recommend either one of those necessarily for a first cert. There's just so much to know and understand. It's so hard to make it like a very good suggestion for a first cert, especially like with the way technology just advances all the time. I mean, it's hard. I don't know. I'm going to come back to that because I really want to put out a new video talking about that. Zach, do I think paying for VPN services is worth the money? Yes, I do. What do I think is better, getting certified in Power BI as a data analyst associate, or I don't know what this table AU desktop professional, I don't know what that is. Do I trust cloud backup solutions? I do. Thoughts about the 5G conspiracy? I don't have any thoughts on that. I really don't. It's not something that I've really taken the time to look into. Danny, Job Skill Share just answered your question. I would strongly suggest you guys check out Job Skill Share's channel as well, because he puts out some really good videos, just like what we do here. And the reason why I'm telling you guys to go check him out, even though we do a lot of similar stuff, is that hearing even the same thing over again really reiterates exactly what you should be doing. Or hearing just a different side of things is a really great approach to understanding many of the fundamentals and different things about IT. So, don't just take my word for it. Check out whoever else you can to see what they're saying about it as well. I hope that makes sense. So yeah, check him out. Yo. I helped you out a lot to pass your CCNA. I don't do any CCNA material, but I'm glad I helped in any way. A+, Network Plus, Security Plus for support and admin roles. Meh. The Security Plus is probably CompTIA's best certification. I think it's hailing outside right now. It sounds like it's hailing. Pretty sure we're getting hail. Probably going to be a tornado or something. I'm here in my garage, live streaming on YouTube. I'm going to live stream the tornado as it rips through my house, just so you guys know. Hang on, I want to pull this up real quick. Here is Job Skill Share's channel. There's the link to it. So go subscribe to Job Skill Share right now. Yes, I did say meow. What are you guys talking about with VPN stuff? I gotta check the weather again, because it seriously sounds like you're getting hit with hail. But on the map, it doesn't even show that it's close. It shows that it's close, doesn't show that it's over top of me, even though we're clearly getting nailed right now. Anyway, I think that's all we got for this live stream on this fabulous, what day is it? Wednesday? Fabulous Wednesday afternoon. Thank you guys for joining and chatting, asking questions. Thanks for everybody who left answers to questions or provided feedback. It's always appreciated. I love that I can do this for you guys and help you out. So thank you guys for joining. Check back. I don't know when we'll have another video out, because everything's crazy right now and the whole world's coming to an end, and another 5G's killing everybody or something. I don't know. I'm being facetious. Don't listen to me. Anyway, thank you guys and girls for joining this live stream. Have a great day, great afternoon, great night. Keep learning stuff.